It's time to bring out the hardware. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 WWE Ladder Matches. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're only counting strictly ladder matches, so no TLC or Money in the Bank matches here. We're also sticking exclusively to WWE, so no NXT showcases as well. Sorry lads. Number 10, The Miz vs Dolph Ziggler, TLC. For a long time after his debut, The Miz wasn't taken seriously by most fans as a serious wrestler. This started to change in the tail end of 2016 with a hot feud between The Miz and, of all people, Dolph Ziggler. One of the best matches in this surprising rivalry was their December 2016 ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Miz worked Ziggler's leg throughout the match, attempting to aggravate an existing injury, and after a long brawl, hit Ziggler with 2 low blows to climb the ladder and retain his championship. It was a refreshing surprise to see such an exciting match from 2 underrated workers. Number 9, The Undertaker vs Jeff Hardy, Monday Night Raw. This was the match that solidified Jeff Hardy's status as a singles competitor. By holding his own in an incredible TV ladder match for the Undisputed Championship against the legendary Undertaker, Hardy showed that he had what it takes to compete at the company's top level. The match is fast-paced, intense, and the combination of Hardy's high-octane offense against Taker's pounding brutality sets this often underrated ladder match apart from the rest as a true classic. Jeff got convincingly close to winning the title numerous times before The Undertaker inevitably knocked him off the top of the ladder and grabbed the title, remaining undisputed champion. Number 8, Rey Mysterio vs Eddie Guerrero, SummerSlam. 2 friends and Mexican-American wrestling legends took part in this 2005 feud over the custody of Rey's son, Dominic. Hanging above the ring was a briefcase holding custody papers for Dominic. It's, a lot, but the match works despite the questionable storyline due to the incredible abilities of both of these men. The 2 longtime friends had great chemistry in the ring, and the bout featured memorably vicious ladder offense from Guerrero. Babyface Mysterio was triumphant in the end after interference from Eddie's wife Vicky Guerrero. The match remains one of the most fondly remembered of Guerrero's tragically cut short career. Number 7, Eminem vs the Hardy Boys vs Regal and Taylor vs London and Kendrick, Armageddon. This 8-man ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championship took place during London and Kendrick's long reign as champs, and was strangely only announced minutes before beginning. Despite the lack of main event talent, the match was fiercely competitive and exciting, and holding the crowd's attention throughout. The brawl contained memorable spots from all 4 teams, including a gruesome ladder attack by Jeff Hardy on Joey Mercury, causing him to bleed profusely. After 20 minutes of action, Paul London was able to climb the ladder and retain for his team, continuing their 331-day reign as champs. Number 6, Jeff Hardy vs Edge, Extreme Rules. This World Heavyweight Championship ladder match pitted 2 old tag team rivals against each other in a singles competition. Both men were extremely familiar with ladder matches by this point, and their veteran experience works to the match's advantage, as the 2 old enemies sparred with the big gold belt hanging above them. The match featured high spots and weapon offense as Hardy struggled to win the championship from Edge. After a hard-fought battle though, Hardy was able to win, only for CM Punk to enter and cash in his Money in the Bank contract and immediately land a GTS on Hardy, taking the title after just minutes. Number 5, Triple H vs The Rock, SummerSlam. This match for the Intercontinental Championship unfortunately saw Triple H suffer a knee injury, forcing him to take time off, but not before both men put on the best ladder match of their respective careers. The bout was only the 3rd ladder match in the company's history and helped show what a bright future lay ahead. The men used the lone ladder as a brutal weapon, both becoming bloodied eventually, before interference by both Mark Henry and Chyna brought the match to its finish. Triple H would be victorious, though he would soon have to give up the belt due to his injury. Number 4, Rob Van Dam vs Christian. Monday Night Raw. This Monday Night Raw match is another in the long tradition of Intercontinental Championship ladder matches that have been fought over the years. The bout is one of Christian's best singles performances as he tries to defend his championship against ECW hero Rob Van Dam. The match is straightforward in the best way possible, as it contains everything you could ask for in a ladder match. It features fun spots that the crowd can easily get invested in, and fantastic heel work by Christian, who in the end is defeated by RVD after a massive 5-star from the top of a ladder. Number 3, Shawn Michaels vs Razor Ramon. WrestleMania X. The second ladder match in the company's history, this classic WrestleMania bout was groundbreaking for helping usher in a new style of wrestling to WWE audiences. Without the high quality of this match, it's likely ladder matches and stipulations at large might be very different today. Criminally underrated by many fans, Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall, delivered a career performance against the Heartbreak Kid. Like many of the best performances in the company's history, the match benefited from the friendship and chemistry between the two, resulting in one of the most important matches in the company's history. Number 2, Edge and Christian vs the Dudley Boyz vs the Hardy Boyz. WrestleMania 2000. The precursor to the tables, ladders and chairs stipulation was this hardcore ladder match between 3 legendary tag team rivals. The match saw all 6 men go all out against one another, bringing in tables and chairs into the mix frequently. The match was full of the extreme action the teams would become known for, with so much happening at once that there was always a different moment to marvel at as the teams brutalized one another. Finally, after sending Matt Hardy flying from the top of a ladder through a table, Edge and Christian were able to grab the titles and win their first championship together. Number 1, Chris Jericho vs Shawn Michaels. No Mercy. Chris Jericho's feud with Shawn Michaels near the end of his career reignited a long rivalry and gave us the best ladder match in the company's history. The two men shared a lengthy story with one another, and with ladder matches, and this main event for the World Heavyweight Championship felt appropriately epic. The lack of brutal offense present in the match is made up for by the sheer intensity of the men's hatred for one another, and it makes this fight feel truly personal. The match's end sees both men at the top of the ladder facing off before Jericho headbutts HBK off, grabbing the title and ending his feud with Michaels. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.